guys, I'm just taping off for my painting. I'm gonna start tonight. I'm not gonna finish it tonight, but I'm gonna start it in 3 parts. So we're gonna do sketch to ink, maybe some watercolor. I have to order items on my shop for my customers that I've shopped, so I have to stay up on that. But right now I'm just laying down tape really quick. If you have any questions while I'm working, I'll come right back to the live in just a second. I just gotta lay this down first. I don't plan on going too far to the edges, but it's still good to have your masking tape on just to kind of help out a bit. Almost done. I have 2 more edges and then I'll be good. One more set. Hi you guys, thanks for tuning in. Thank you very much. Thank you. What a sweetheart. Thank you so much. And like I said, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot I was gonna have this mask before I went live. Oops, I tore up my tape, of course. The day that I don't have it done. Okay, so I've drawn my concept sketch digitally. I am now gonna transfer it to my watercolor canvas. So if you guys have any interest, I'll be posting my other 2 videos tonight of my last painting I did here live of the Centaura. So if that is something of interest to you, you can check that out. Oh, thank you so much, Forgotten. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If more people could be so kind to remind people, the tapping and the sharing, it all helps us as creatives and artists to be seen. But I can't expect it. I won't expect it and I can't expect it. But I so see those that are doing it. Okay, I'm gonna bring my lighting down a bit so I can start tracing. Okay, so my arm's gonna go in the way a bit, and I do apologize, but this is the only way I can do this. It does take so long. I agree, it took about a year for me. So I understand you. So I'm just trying to pick the spots that I think I drew, and then I can always come back and fix it later. This is just to get it transferred. And it's the Christina Ricci, Johnny Depp version, Tim Burton. So it's gonna be of her, per the customer's request, and her beautiful kind of cape outfit. I'm just marking my dark lines. Like I said, I can change all this up. This just kind of gives me an idea of where to draw and work from. I drew the concept the other day at the coffee shop just to get out of my own head, get out of the space. this like mist coming up. He's gonna be back here in the background, and like the forest is kind of coming up and surrounding her. Just making sure I got everything, I didn't miss anything. Okay. Thank you so much, Forgotten. This is a digital concept sketch that I drew. So really quickly, I'll kind of show you. I'm just double checking everything is there I think that I need. So if I pull this back a bit, I can kind of start to see where I mark things. Okay. So, I'll give you an example here. Oops. So if I bring it to this one, this is kind of how I started my concept sketch. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you like it. Like it's just the concept. I'm really digging this, but I'm realizing the movie really is, this is when I first sketched it, the movie is very much blue tones, so I'm going to be bringing it to a colder tone. For some reason, I thought it was more darks with like reds and browns. So, you know, but I'm going to use this as reference to get her kind of closer to what I want. But of course, it's my own version of her. So... I didn't know if I wanted him like up high somewhere, but it wasn't reading correctly to me, so I brought him down lower so it looked like he was off in the distance. I want to create some mist floating over him, so it's going to feel like there's fog rolling in, as you can see from my, you know, other piece here. Sorry, I was working on other things there. But, you know, this part was really tough, and I hand drew it as opposed to like tracing or anything like that. I was just jumping between looking at a photo online and jumping back over and working on it my way. So yeah, I just rented and watched the movie in full the other day because I hadn't seen it all. And that's what I noticed. It's a lot of blue. So, and Christina Ricci, things that reminded me of her. Oh, sorry, I can't. I was trying to shrink it. Obviously, she has a bit of a larger forehead, a tiny petite nose. Her lips are always more of a worried kind of feel to it. And then, of course, the trees are very much so. When I'm thinking about it, I try to pick one big concept, as I try to think about, like, what do I think when I think of the movie? I picture him in the distance, and it's creepy and scary, and I picture it looking down something like this. So there's that. It's okay. I enjoyed the movie for what it was. I'm just not a huge Tim Burton story person. I love Danny Elfman. I think he brings a lot to what Tim Burton's trying to create. And I love Tim Burton's like Corpse Bride and Nightmare, but like I like all those, but storylines always fall short for me with him, or I don't know. Like I like Edward Scissorhands, I like all that, but for me this was definitely one where I was like, definitely not one of my favorites. So anyway, but nothing bad. We have to also watch these things to understand them. Now, if it's a really scary movie, no way. I would just use photo stills and go from that. But but something Tim Burton, I'm like, obviously it's fine. So I'm gonna raise the lights up so I can see what I'm doing. So it's gonna get a little bright in here, sorry. Okay. And I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna bring my sketch back over. And this was, again, a concept sketch is great because you're adding all these values and all of that, but then when you sketch it, it looks very bland. So just note, it's gonna come to life with all of this. And I'm gonna add a lot of watercolor feel to the background and then bring her to the foreground as really dark. So it'll have different values throughout the whole piece, which I'm really excited about. So obviously here I can see eyes are not perfectly aligned. So that's something I just have to pull, manipulate. Some shading in there. I'm also thinking, you know, Corpse Bride style with it, as if it was an animation. Like 3D, claymation, that's what I'm trying to say. And like, what would Tim Burton have done with that, you know? So I'm trying to pull things that I relate to, so it's me, but it also stays true to the characters from the piece. So bring it in just a bit more. Just helping my eyes kind of start to piece and see what the different values will be in different areas, shading, all that. Now when I'm comfortable and confident with a piece, I usually don't have to do things like this, but when I'm kind of, not nervous, but I just don't know where I'm going with it, or it just needs to speak to me a little bit more. So if I feel confident in the way I'm kind of starting the portrait, then I feel much better about it all. I love all her little tendrils that come down. I mean, they did, of course, Tim Burton stylizing for the movie and stuff. I mean, it's always stunning. Her black and white dress is just total vibes too. But this one I love because the red tones really pop, and it's kind of a foreshadowing of, you know, the blood and all of that, which I just really love. Eraser. I'm not a gummy bear, or gummy pig, I should say. Absolutely, 100% agree. Yeah, it's worth sitting through a Tim Burton movie. Like, I didn't like Dumbo. I didn't like the way Dumbo was actually done. Like that I didn't like the way the character, like the character design. But I loved the design of everything else. I'm like, you know, hands down, this guy's amazing when it comes to visuals and stuff. But storyline. No, I was like so sad too, because I was like, this could be so cool. I just felt like if you're gonna make stuff, be really good at it, and I hope he has people that start to tell him like, not a good choice, sir. That like know him, you know, like, you know, let's stay away from those ones for a while. You know, because they have to watch it, they have to see it. I don't know. But what's for me and what's not for me is not everybody else's storyline there. Oh, hold on. We've changed. That is Harry Potter. No. We go back. We go back. And some of this will be fixed up a bit more later. So, now that I've got that down, I'm going to start inking my main pieces all right. Oh, absolutely. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree, because we know like all the things that Christopher Walken's been not made fun of, but like how people have done his voice and all that, that when I went back and when I went and watched it, I didn't know that was Christopher Walken in it. Like I didn't watch it enough to know who the characters were in it, but Christina Ricci and Johnny Depp. And so what was so funny is I saw that and I was like, okay, how scary could this be? And then I was like, ew. But they do get in really close to his mouth, and you can see where like the teeth are hidden with like the black gum thing. And I was like, no, come on, guys. Was there any way to do his teeth where you don't see it? But it was years ago, so it's like, I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Plus, TVs are so much more. They show so much more now. They weren't prepared for that back then. I mean, I'm one to talk. I am in no way perfect. I can't make my paintings perfect, so I just thought that the makeup artist would have found a way to hide the black on the teeth like a little better. It was one of those things where it's like the flapper where it's like all black and they put the fake teeth like on top of it. Plus my dad does dentures. So I kind of look at teeth a lot, which is funny because I ended up with like terrible teeth. So I can say something. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm like, there wasn't a flapper they can make where his teeth blend in a little better. Guess not. The answer is no. I was trying to find where to put the ear, but I think I'm just gonna hide it behind the little bits of hair. Oh yeah, the cast is insane. That's like, I always think about it like Paul Rudd, being more famous now, like after Anchorman, after Clueless. It's not even like the same guy to me. I'm like, that is not the brother in Clueless. It's not. And then the one we love. Oh, why did her name just escape me? The really big lips, that's doing the Lotus one. Everybody loves her. Jennifer Coolidge, love her. Love, right? We love her. But like, it's taken forever for her to like be a name, you know? So I'm really proud of her. I think that's super rad. She stuck with it so long. You can tell she loves what she does. So yeah, it's always interesting to think of like casts then and now. And if anything's off, like I'll work on it with painting. I just want to get a bit of the pieces together now. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's so funny. Now there's not a lot of stills for her cape, so I had to use a lot of reference, like people making the cape for like cosplay and stuff. Because you gotta be kind of quick, or you have to watch the movie and, you know, like freeze it and just watch it. But I'm giving an element to it, so. Oh my goodness, thank you, Orlando. Okay, I didn't know who you were. I'm gonna be honest. I know who you are now. But I know a lot of people and a lot of names, and since your photo is like just your eyes, I did not know it was you. So I can't wait to give you a hug if you let me, when I see you at Bob Baker. So thank you so much. I told your sister, I'm like, oh my gosh, what a sweetheart. You were the first one to gift during the Bat event. So thank you so much. I have such good people on my side for helping animals and animal awareness. I know there's so many things to contribute to. So when I think, hey, $5, what is that? That's when I give, because I have to remind myself it's really nothing. I find a way to spend $5 at McDonald's to get fries and a Coke, coffee. So if I can give just a little and hope that they're doing the right things with it, then I've done my job. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you. So much love to you. It's a feel-good thing, you know? I just didn't realize, like, you know, your sissy likes my stuff. I just never expect siblings to, like, follow suit, you know? It's never an expectation to me. So when it happens, it's very exciting for me, because that means it's a family affair and I can hang out with everybody. I'm doing this with an alcohol marker, but it doesn't have a lot of alcohol in it, so it's not gonna blend a lot when I start going over this with watercolor. I think I wanna start my watercolor background and then stop there for the night. I've been doing a lot of art. Right before this, I owed this to somebody from the past that got my Sasquatch plushie, and she's waited forever for me to do it, and then I forgot. And so today I was like, no, I'm gonna do it before I go live. I have to. So I caught up on all the Maria Vega Paints videos from my Patreon supporting, when I was supporting her on Patreon. And so I caught up on all those videos while I worked on it. And the last thing I have to do is watch Maria's live from Instagram the other day. She saved it. And we're trying to get her to have 50 subscribers. She has almost 10, including me, on there. So we can watch her work live, because she gives me so much inspiration. Thank you. I'm running low. I have a lot of, I think, the Woe line stuff, stickers and magnets, prints, but like I'm running low on more than that. Like it's really getting slim. It's just been very quiet since the pandemic, even though I get orders. I'm not complaining. It's just not that, the variety isn't there anymore. And my Art Hero Monthly, I'm really scaling back on like buying so many. It's like, nope, we have 50 supporters on stickers. Well, then I'm ordering 50 stickers. And if we lose 2 people on it, then we get 2 extra each month. Because it's just hard. I can't keep up with it all. With money's putting out up front. Oh, Katie! I said thought. We thought to do that. Sorry. I'm eating those little piggy things from England. I get them like once, sometimes twice a year. My friends are in town visiting, and they surprised me with it and a bunch of Cadbury chocolates. So I'm like, oh my god, eat all the things. I'm a very naughty gal. I'm gonna lift this up just a little. So this is quite a bit of water. I'm making it more of a watercolor in the background to start. I always draw on marker first so I can see through my paint. It's gonna be very dreary. I mean, that's the scene, right? So like I said, I'm not gonna go all the way to the top. I'm gonna fade out with like a mist. Now, this isn't the end of it for you. It's not the end of it for him. I'm just getting down my plain pieces. Flakes and mounds. Flakes and mounds. I don't know what that is. Tell me about it. Tell me. Thank you for all the hearts and likes, you guys. I'm in front of the camera, so every now and then when I read, I see you guys doing that. Thank you so much. So for a lot of people, and I'm not saying you, I'm not saying anyone in particular out there, some people have no idea how this is gonna look at the end. I can already see it. Like in my mind, I can already see it done. It's a really weird thing, and I had to stop and be like, have I always felt this way about art? Like I can see things before they even are made. And it's not even from my concept sketch. Like I can already see her painted fully, which is a really cool feeling to have, that I can see my art before it's done. Some people like have an idea of what they want to do, but they don't like know what it's going to look like. Me, I'm like, nope, already got her. I can already see her standing out from the background. Sorry, this is one piece of eraser there. Oh, are you kidding me? no way. I think when I post it, it's going to get more love than you could ever expect. Don't feel bad about it. You paid for it. It's living with you. Enjoy it. Also, I would never do this if somebody didn't ask for it. So, you know, like it really pushes me to try something new. And then you're going to be shocked. I think people, not because I made it, but I think people are like, finally, some Sleepy Hollow art, you know? You'll find your people. Yeah, you got it with Bewitched before, so that's awesome. But I really do. I think a lot of people like this movie that are Tim Burton fans, and I just don't happen to be one of them. So it's like, I think once they see it, you're going to be like, oh, see, you're welcome, everyone. So this is what I mean. Like, I'm not going to go fully to the edge. I'm going to stay more center. And I'm just kind of fading out the mist here and letting my brush do the work. It's going to go past the trees that are going to be on the sides. Okay. It's going to be a feeling. Nurse, hi Sierra. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, trust the process, because so many people will be like, why did you do that? And if anyone writes like their suggestions while I'm painting, I literally just ignore them. So if that happens while I'm live, no, I see every single comment that comes through. I just choose to talk to the ones that I feel are being respectful. If somebody asks, like, why are you using that color, that's fine. But like somebody jumped on there, they're like, it needs more orange. And I was like, okay, you're funny. Everybody noticed the funny person. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, but the part with the bloody tree, yeah, that had me a little, you know? It's like, much. But that's good. That's a good feeling to have, you know? To be like, this is gross. Remember, less is more. I used to sit here and detail every single piece, but it's the way the brush just naturally does its thing that I like way more than sitting here spending hours on it. If I know which way I'm trying to go, the brush will start to do the things I want it to do. So it's all about just letting it be. By the way, you guys are seeing a bit of the water. So let me lift you up so you don't get that total shine as it's drying. No, that's just it. Is like, I love the comment section because I'm just like, oh, who's going to be into this, you know, as much as Caitlin is, you know, and it's exciting because then I'm like, oh, you know, people like it. That's cool. It makes me really happy because then people find their people, and that's really neat, you know, because I felt so alone with the stuff I liked. I did not realize there were Goofy movie fans out there because I was a kid on a farm and like, it was so boring back then. Oh, what's this? No. That is not true. They're like, play this one, it's the best. I'm like, no, it's not. What is this one? Okay, that's pretty. I like Tim Burton, but not too creepy. Like, just to have an idea. Yeah, so good. Such a good movie. I mean, like, the writers, the directors on it, they did fabulous. I think it was people, because now I'm noticing, like, people my age are now, like, writing the movies, like, doing the movies and stuff. So, I feel like during that time, it was a bunch of 20-somethings working for the industry. And they were like, dude, this is in. Like, people like this stuff, or, like, this is what's kind of weird. Yeah, and I just couldn't get into the live stuff. I wanted all animated cartoons. So see, there's something for everyone. So we got the trees in the back. I try to, first I go in with them kind of dark, like a solid line, right? And then once I do all of that, I come back with a little bit of water, try to clean off my brush a little bit with the paint, and then I blend. And then I pull that extra piece. Grab a blending brush. So that way it looks like a ton of trees without sitting there and making a ton of trees. Is Maria on? Maria face. Oops, you're lying. It's okay. It's my phone, even when it rings when I'm on TikTok, it just shows up as somebody's calling me, or if I get a text, it just drops in. It doesn't bother me in any way, shape, whatever I'm trying to say. Katie, yes, bed knobs and broomsticks. This is how I ended up with the Isle of Magic Marketplace. I mushed magic, like Harry Potter or Disney magic, and then I did Isle of Namboom Boom. So it's Isle of Magic Marketplace. But yes, merging the 2D animation with real life stuff, Mary Poppins, that's when I loved it. But anything like action not with animation, I was like, meh, except for That Darn Cat, which I haven't seen in years, but I know I loved it. So there was that. Yeah. Hey, just so you know, when you lose somebody on the $50 thing, Caitlin will totally be there to snag it. You have someone, basically, is what I'm saying. That is what we're talking about. Oh, thank you, friend. I have the Sleepy Hollow kind of vibe in the back. That's an aesthetic that they play on loop with like rain. The music I'm playing right now that you guys are hearing is not it. I usually play the music from my computer, but play like a cool loop background. So anyway, now we're going to bring in some more of a watered down navy blue into this. Now Maria is more the queen of landscape, backgrounds, foregrounds. I just bow down to her and she'll say, Eva, you're doing a great job. And I'm like, but you're the best around. No, just kidding. So now I'm going to marry my two colors. So the one that I was already using, I'm going to marry it to my navy blue so we can bring some more of that blue tone to it. I'm watering it down really good so I get more of that watercolor look. Okay, and then I'm going to bring those blues in because she's got the blues. Katrina Van Tassel. I'm drawing the Mona Lisa. She does. Her face, the way she looks, yeah, very, very, very doll-like. She's beautiful. And then she's going to be our main focal point. So we're going to make her really saturated, really with color. And this is more muted in the background. So we can really feel that same vibe we get from the Tim Burton movie, where everything is very soft and misty and kind of faded out. And then all of a sudden, bam, she's in your face. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Nanis. Nanis, you're sending me February. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. I won't be on too long tonight, but I already have it in my brain, so I have to do it. I have to. I have to start it. And I kind of, so the stopping point for me, the stopping point for me is like when I want to keep going and I'm like, nope, because that makes it to where I want to come back to it. And that's my favorite part. So yeah, Nanis, thank you for sending 50 of those. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't even have a goal up tonight and you are on it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you guys for the hearts. I know what it's like to send those, so I always tell people, thank you for doing that. Amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you for supporting. Also, if you enjoy my girl, Maria Vega Paints, we are trying to get her to 50 subs on YouTube. Amazing painter. One of my favorite people that paints. One of my dear friends. And deserving of all the love. You know what I've realized is, and this is a toot my own horn thing, I'm really decent at making things look creepy. Like the Tim Burton feel to it. And like I said, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I don't normally give myself props, especially in front of people. But I will say, it is something I've realized with doing like my Corpse Bride and stuff. It gives that like dreary kind of look, creepiness. So I'm gonna throw myself a little credit right there. Self-taught, and I can kind of achieve that. Pretty proud of myself. I also think playing music that brings the vibe of what you're working on now is like one of my favorite things to do. I never did it before, but now it's like, okay, I'm working on something Disney, grab that Disney music. Oh, I'm working on something like this. Okay, grab the kind of creepy music. Doesn't even have to be from Sleepy Hollow, but as long as it's like Tim Burton vibe, I'm here for it. Thank you very much. Ooh, emotional vibes. Yes, the emotions. Maria, have you ever seen this movie? Orlando, have you seen this movie? Nanis, anyone on here? I know Katie has. These pigs are so good. And then I sound all like, sorry, I don't mean to, but I'm working here. I have to make the noises. And we're going to add a miss to him, so. Hi, delightful leeches! Yeah, the old lady jump scare, the witch. I didn't like that one. It's bloody, but it's like Tim Burton bloody. It's not like super. There's a couple gross parts, but it's like the movie's how old now? And the tree, yeah. Okay, so yeah, we can't tell too much. No spoilers, just in case she watches it. But I was gonna say my ex, he was in a movie when he was a kid where they, like in the movie there's witches and they sacrifice kids to the tree. It was called The Guardian. It's not the one with Ashton Kutcher, but they sacrifice babies to a tree, so at the end when they like cut into it, there's all this like blood. So it kind of like reminded me of that in a lot of ways. It's okay. Maria will be fine. At least she'll know, and then she can be like, okay, I already know something gross is coming. But yeah. So there's that. Kind of the same idea. No. Definitely not that. And okay, I will say, you know what? Maria's right, though. There is. When the heads get cut off, I have to say, I was pretty grossed out by the fact that they showed as much as they did. But for somebody that gets literally queasy and can't eat after seeing stuff like that, because I can't get the picture out of my head since I'm so visual. There are times where if you know it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Like, there's not a time where he, goes to do it and it doesn't happen, except for, obviously, Johnny Depp's not going to get his head cut off, right? You know this. There's no spoiler there. But, when he goes to do it to anyone, it's going to happen. And then you see, where it's cut. Yeah. It's gross, but it's really not. And I'm one of those people where, if I say I'm scared of a roller coaster and I do a roller coaster and vouch for it, it's okay. It's okay because I don't normally do that stuff. So, just saying. I think you could watch it just fine. Just know that when it comes to something you think is going to happen, it probably is. And then you just close your eyes during that. And then you'll be good. Then you can watch the whole thing. But visually, her dresses and everything, my god. So good. So good. Yes. Now, I spent $3.99 on it on Amazon. I watched it. When I got over, I was like, yay. But there were a couple things I did not expect to happen. I'm pretty shocked because usually I'm like, oh, it's going to be this person's mom. Is this person's da-da-da. And there was a bit of a twist in there. And I was like, I did not expect that. And I'm pretty good at knowing. Yeah, there you go. Katie's like, yeah, whatever. I mean, to Katie, it's nothing. It's probably laughable because you're like, that's not really what it looks like. In the most morbid, awful way of saying, with Caitlin's job, sorry, with all respect due to those that have been lost. You're all around. Yeah. I'm good. I like it over here. We need people like Caitlin that can stomach the things. I don't even know how we end up different that way as humans. It's so weird to me. We all some people like horror movies, some people don't. Why don't they? Why do they? All of it. Thank you so much. And when I add all of her pales to this, it's gonna pale in comparison. Oh, she did it. Okay. But yeah, these things, this stuff. Okay, yeah, no, this. Okay, I'm gonna try to add a blue wash up here. Just kind of scattered. So it looks kind of like again, I'm doing like a resemblance of what blood would be without doing blood, and bring some like other hues into this. Annie Hops has joined. Hello, Annie. Annie, hello. All right, so I know you guys are getting that angle of like super shiny shines. So hold on, let me peel this off the back here. So here's where we're at right now. It's kind of like this. I love this natural kind of creepy fade, because if you guys look at that, what is it? It goes dark, light, dark at the top. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. Like, I like that. Kind of fades in. It's for magic hands. Science. It's for science. What is this? This, Miss Annie, is Katie knows the full name of her Tessel, Van Tassel, something, from Sleepy Hollow. I watched it to do this commission for her. I did it for Caitlin. Caitlin, I did that for you. No, I'm just kidding. I watched it for the first time all the way through, because I had started it when the movie first came out, and I was like, it's not really my jam. So I ended it, and now I'm back to like, oh, I can watch it. So I did. And therefore, therefore is like becoming my new favorite word. And therefore, I saw it, and now I know kind of what to do for the piece. Eva did it for science. Strictly art science, you guys. Oh, Maria in her court case asking. Katrina Van Tassel. Van Tassel. Ooh, I got it right, because you wrote Katrina and I didn't see the Van Tassel, and then it popped in my head as soon as it happened. Okay. We're going to move this down just a little. All right. So I'm getting to the point where I'm really having fun with this. And I think I want to let it start to end here. So I'm sorry. All of this, everybody showing up on the live. Thank you so much. And then I'm going to be like, and now I'm leaving. Everybody say your goodbyes. But no, I'm going to do a little mist now that that's dry. Slightly over it, just enough to get an idea of it. Oh yeah, right, I just painted the pumpkin though. Which is fine. I'm gonna add a highlight to that. So right now what you guys are seeing is like, is that mist? But yes, I have done this. So there's kind of some mist. It'll get a little mistier because I'm gonna be using my metallic kind of pearlescence on it. At the end, we always save the embellishments for the end, but we're gonna go with, not that one, we're gonna go with more of the greenish blue tones, so it really goes against that. So we'll be using this over this towards the end. That's right. So there it is. Wow. So Katie's like amazing in the field, basically. Yeah, Maria like loves court stuff. Loves, lives for it. I hear about cases she's watching and listening to, and I'm like, I guess. I guess. So it does nothing for me, but Maria loves to know. So thank you so much, you guys. I loved that everybody jumped on. I got friends that I know really well. I got supporters I know very well. And I got some newbies. And I got little February sent to me. Thank you, Nanis. You're always showing up and doing such sweet things. So we're not done with this, just so y'all know. I'm going to save each video and upload to upload to YouTube. I do have to put up the last 2 videos of the Centaura tonight. So if you have any interest in watching how those last videos ended for that painting, by all means, please go check out the first 2. I was in the middle of finishing it. Greg's mom called me. I had to take the call. And I finished it in sorry, I got excited. And I finished it in the second part of it. So the last part was supposed to be 1 video and it turned into 2. So, thank you so much. Thanks for all the love, my sisters. And I hope everybody has a good night too. Thank you, Nurse Sierra. Mailed the Centaur. Accidentally mailed the Centaur. It's already gone. It left and was in the person's hands before the end of the day, the second day, because she lives local. So I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Otherwise, yeah, I could. But no, you're funny. Thank you for already owning the original of the first one and still loving it enough to get a second one. So there she is. Oh, I'm blocking the light. Sorry. So there she is right now. You'll see like my paper's starting to like bow a little. That's just because it's really damp. So it has all these bends in it, but once you frame it. So just so you know, Caitlin, if you want to start, when I'm working on this, if you're starting to feel like you're looking for a frame and you want to get a frame for it, it's going to be an 8x10 with a little, I give it about, so this is a 9x12. I give it about 1/2 inch and then like 1/4 inch cut through that after I trim it. So just kind of giving you an idea, but thank you so much. And again, my inspirations are from friends like Maria Vega paints. Like I'm very much inspired by the way Maria paints her backgrounds and stuff, and it definitely like it hits me deep. So thank you so much, you guys. Okay, I will talk to you soon. I have to go do items to be ordered list so I can start getting items into my shop for those that ordered things. And also Art Hero Monthly, I just finished ordering everything. So it'll slowly start shipping out very soon for those that are Art Hero Monthly peoples. Thank you so much, you guys. If you missed this, I will be saving it and putting it on my YouTube very soon. And I'll be back to work on it different nights here on TikTok until it's complete. All right, bye, you guys. Have a great night.